Hello. How are you? This is Els coming to you from Bemis Crafty Corner. And today we're going to be doing a different version of this. Okay? So I saw this on someone's channel, something very similar to it anyway. And when I went ahead and put it together, I realized it was really super bulky. So I'm reducing some of the bulk in here. And I'm adding a few things, okay? So it's just a little like pocket folio that you can put into a journal. You can put this in, on a side tuck or something. And I'm just using a little paper clip to close it. So I decided I wanted to reduce the bulk. As you can see, this one is a lot thinner than this one. So this is kind of the remake, and it's a lot thinner. So we're going to go ahead and make one of these together. I'm going to get everything out, give you a supply list. As always, all of the measurements will be in the description box. So for every step of this, you'll be able to look down there to find out what size you're cutting. And I will be right back with that list of supplies. Hold on. Supply list. Some kind of circle punch or something that you may want to use to put a finger pull in. Your dauber and ink. Possibly a corner rounder. Some clamps, paper clips, binder clips, something like that is going to be helpful here. Adhesive. A 6x6 pad or scraps. You can use scraps as long as they're not smaller than 4x4. You're pretty good. You may want a pair of scissors to do a little trim. Your scoreboard and score tools, a paper trimmer, and a 8.5 by 11 inch piece of paper. That's everything. So I'm going to move all this out of the way, get the trimmer set up here, and get the scoreboard out, and we're going to get started on this, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to start off with our first cut, and that's going to be at 4 inches. And then we're going to take another cut at 4 inches. We're going to get rid of the 1/2 inch. We don't need it. And then we're going to take one of these, and we're going to cut at 2 inches. All right. So we should have 3 pieces. One piece that is 4 by 11, one piece that is 9 by 4, and one piece that's 4 by 2. Okay? So next we're going to do some quick scoring. So we're going to take the longer of the 2 pieces, the 4 by 11. We're going to put it in our scoreboard with the long edge across the top. We're going to score this at 6 inches. Okay? And then we're going to take the shorter one, the 4 by 9, and we're going to score that at 6 inches. And we're going to leave the 2 inch alone. That's all the scoring. Alright, so now we're going to take these and we're going to fold them and burnish the folds. We want to make sure that when we fold these that we line up the top and bottom edge so that they're nice and straight before we burnish them. And then we have 2 pieces, one with a small flap, one with a large flap. And all we're going to do is take the one with the larger flap, turn it over, and slide it in to the smaller flap. Okay? So you should now have a flap, a long flap, a short flap, and a long flap. Okay? There's that short flap. Okay? All right. At this point, if you want to put your finger nubs in, you can do those now. but I suggest you wait. Now, you remember I said you're going to have those scissors? Here's why. Do you see that? It's just a little bit longer here. So if you want, line all this up and you can trim that off, okay? Just like that. All right, so we're going to set this and this aside. We're going to get out our pad and our trimmer, and we're going to be cutting some mats for this. So go ahead and get out your decorated paper and your trimmer, and I'll be right back. All right, so we're going to pull out some paper, and we're going to start cutting these mats. You're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So you want like 5 pieces of paper. So the very first pocket, this one out here, I want to use this, and so this one is going to be 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. And if you're using directional paper that has an obvious direction, make sure you mind that when you're doing this, okay? So that's our first one. And then the next one is this mat back here. And kind of like this. So I'm going to use this, and this one is going to be 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay, so that's 1. This is 2. And then the next one is this little guy right here. And that one is going to be 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. That's number 3. Number 4 is this one right here. And that one is 3 1/2 by 3 3/4. So let's go, we'll go with this one. We're going to go 3 1/2 this way. And then it's 3 3/4 inches tall. And then the last one is this one back here. This one is only 2 1/2 by 3 3/4. All right, so the rest of this we're not going to use. I mean, we may use it on tags and stuff, but we're not going to use it right now. So I'm going to put this back in the pad and set it off to the side over here. Get rid of the chomper for the moment. All right, now at this point, if you want to round your corners and do your inking, that's what you should do. So I'm going to round some corners. And I'm going to round all the corners on my pieces. And I'm going to round all of the corners on here. So all of the outside corners. So on the small piece, I'm going to round 2 corners. And then I'm going to round the corner here, 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 in here, over here, and then these 2 on the back. Okay, So basically I'm rounding all 4 of the corners on each of the 4-inch wide strips, okay? And then this piece, which is going to go on the inside, and then I'm going to round all the corners on my decorative paper, and I'm going to ink everything that will benefit from ink. Obviously, this is not going to benefit from ink, so I'm not going to put any ink on it. But these will, so I will ink these. I'll be right back. So we're going to put our mats on. Now, whether you do this with glue or you do this with tape, it's entirely up to you. I'm going to be using glue just because for me, it's just easier and faster. So this is my first piece, and it's going right here. Now, I'm not going to put a finger up here. If I could. Let's do it. We'll put one here. Why not? Right? There we go. And then we'll add a little ink to that. All right. So now I'm going to put my next piece down. Mind any directions. And I'm going to line this up on the outside edge, okay? This is open. Now we're going to go to the next one. Now on this one, this is a deeper pocket, so this one I will do a finger nip. And what I'll do is I will put this paper in so that it's equal distance from side to side. And then come in, nip out the finger piece, because this is a much bigger pocket. And then I can go ahead and just add my glue. Line it up again on the outside. And then on this one is where this little pocket is going to go. So I'm going to go ahead and ink, put some glue on here. And then I'm going to put this piece on. And then I'm going to glue this down. Now here's the thing. I'm going to glue this because it's going to go this way. So we're going to glue down the side, across the bottom, and over. But when we put this in, we want to keep this about a 1/16 of an inch off of that fold. Okay? We want there to be a little bit of space between this pocket and that fold. Okay? And there. And now the last one, and it's this one. No finger nip on this one because it's an end piece. Glue. Seems odd that the smallest, like one of the smallest pieces is the biggest pocket, right? All right. We're going to line this up again on the outside. Now, when you open this, when you put it together and you get everything all lined up, when you open it up, you're going to notice there's a 1/16 of an inch right there. You want to maintain that 1/16 of an inch, okay? So, you're going to take this piece, turn it over, and we're going to be putting glue down the sides here. And a little bit across the bottom. And then when we put this in, we're going to make sure that we maintain that 1/16 of an inch. Okay. And then we're going to glue this down. All right. A little bit of glue on the side. You don't need to put any glue here because you've already glued that part shut. Bring this down. All right. And now I'm going to put some clamps on here, just to put some pressure on this so that it dries, because it is thick. I'm going to get everything out of the way, and we're going to come back and we're going to talk about the tags and journaling cards and things like that. Be right back. We're going to go ahead and start with this 3 1/4 by 2 7/8. That's one. Then the next one is going to be 3 1/2 by 3. That's 2. And the next one is going to be 3 3/4 by let me make sure I got this right. 3 by 3 1/2, yes. And then, oh, this one, this one is going to be 3 by 5. Okay. Go in there. All right, 3 by 5 1/2 by 3. So those are our 3 tags. All right. So the first one I want to do is going to be 5 1/4 by 2 3/4. And then I want to do one at 3 1/4 by 2 3/4. And then the last one is 3. I need the other piece. By 2 5/8. Okay. Again, I'm going to use my corner rounder. Once I have all my corners around it, I'll go ahead and ink everything up. So I will see you once everything's all inked up. All right, so the next part is to just take these and put them onto your little cards here. Glue, tape, doesn't matter, however you want to get them stuck down. Go. And I have these measured at 1/8 of an inch matting. And of course, you know, you can adjust that to whatever you want. I just like that 1/8 of an inch. I think it's the right dimension. But, you know, some people like a little more, some people like a little less. Entirely up to you. All right, so I'm going to get this last one down. And then we're going to bring the whole piece back out here. We're going to take a look at it. Okay. Now, this paper pad did not include any journaling cards or anything like that, any kind of ephemera. They did include these little strips, you know, and I guess you could cut these out and, you know, put them on if you wanted to. Or you could just use whatever you have in your stash. We're going to go ahead and bring this out. Take off our clamps. And we're going to start putting these in. Okay, so the little one goes right in here. This medium-sized one we cut to go right there, and the larger one is going to go right back here. Okay, that's it. That is like the whole deal. The only thing we have left to do is a paper clip on here. So let's go ahead and let's grab a paper clip. I know we've got a few of them over here. Perfect. All right. There you go. Now, if you glue this down in a journal, like I said, you can glue along the back here, here, and here, and you can make a secret hidden pocket. Or you can glue here, here, and here, and make a pocket that goes sideways. It's entirely up to you. And you can decorate this any way that you want. You can add anything that you want to it. But it's definitely a lot less bulky than the original. All right, that's it. Let's take a look at the ones that we have. Here's another one around here somewhere. I don't know. I think I ate it. My desk ate it. There it is. And that's the third one. That's it. That's all I have for you today. If you're new here and you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Like me, ring my bell, share me with all your friends. Then your friends can be our friends, and my friends can be your friends, and our friends can get to be friends. And before you know it, we have a giant crafting community. I go live on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 11, 12, 1 across the country, 8 o'clock over in Hawaii. And I drop videos on Mondays and Wednesdays. Starting in January of 2022, I will be doing a free tutorial class on Saturdays in series. We just finished a little golden book. The next one I think we're going to be doing is probably the upcycle. We're going to be building journals and doing all kinds of other things throughout the course of the year in completely free classes. The video will drop on Saturday morning, and then Saturday afternoon I will go live in a format that allows me to have you come into the room and show me what's going on so that I can take a look and see if you need some help. And also 12 of 22, that's my 12 of 22 journal challenge. On the first of every month I will announce a topic, theme, or style, and you have until the 3rd of the following month to go ahead and build a single signature journal based on that. And it can't be smaller than 4 by 6, no larger than 6 by 9, no less than 3 signature pages, no more than 7. It has to pertain to the theme, and topic comes out on the 1st. You have to submit by the 3rd, and then I'll add your name to the list, and at the end of the year, I will put you in a drawing for a giveaway for participating in my challenge. You can earn a new chance every month. So for every month you participate, your name gets put in. And let's see, that's about it. You do have to do them on the month that are assigned, though. You can't, like, wait till the end of the year and do them all at once. No. You got to do one a month. All right, that's it. That's all I have for you. Until the next time, guys. Stay safe. Bye-bye.